A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. The title of this channeling session is Divine Masculine is a Changed Man. So let's get started. Now, in this channeling session, I have been given clear messages that the Divine Masculine consciousness or the collective in this particular case has risen above to the petty thoughts of ego. And since masculine polarity is about ego, and usually when the shift happens, instead of saying I am the one, or like I'm the one as in I am the ultimate one and I'm the amazing one, to the thought that we are all one. That is how their awakening happens. And they usually learn by suffering in a certain fashion and by understanding or by observing that most relationships are genuinely fake on planet Earth, and the closest ones especially, because the Divine Masculine normally had been taking all the decisions to please the closest people, and his decisions were always mixed with their own understanding and their own thoughts. He would genuinely believe others and want to be in sync with the societal programming or the societal mindset. But all of his experiences, especially after meeting the Divine Feminine and after the separation, after he plays this extremely egotistical, narcissistic character in front of her, he feels very guilty and very let down when he is alone. And all the things that he has done, obviously the deceiving part that he had done, that cannot be changed. That happened. So he cannot run away from that fact that he did treat someone very badly. Now, then he has to question, and he basically questions that why did he do that? Why did he run away from the Divine Feminine? Or why did he not understand what she was trying to say, or what was the whole relationship equation about? So he starts asking these questions to him, and then he understands that where is this whole running away coming from, and what was my situation as a child, or how was I treated as a child by my parents or by my adults or in my whole lineage system that made me a person like this. And what is really self-love, because he had always been thinking that self-love is all about him, I, me, my self-concept. But now he understands that no, self-love means self included. So the Divine Masculine has basically removed the wall of ego, but he did that because the feminine stopped chasing him completely. Like completely means completely. And this is the same Divine Feminine who would say things like, I can do anything for him. And she would, publicly, like in front of friends or relatives or so many people, would publicly pronounce or announce the love she has for him. And he would actually say like, yeah, like whatever. I mean, it was evident from his body language, his tone, everything that he loves her too, but he was just not accepting the love because she was playing the chaser's role. And then after getting, humiliated in front of friends and in front of other people in general, even in family, because the way she spoke to everyone and said, okay, he's my guy, but the guy did not show equal enthusiasm. So the family would also say things to her like, oh yeah, right, he's not even interested in you. Or the friends would say he's not even concerned about you, or he's not ready to commit to you, then why are you doing this to yourself? And she also felt at many occasions like she would call him. But I have to add that this channeling is not in the same mood, of revenge, or there is very little tinge of revenge, I feel also. But this channeling is not about that. It's a very happy channeling. And I want everyone to feel very uplifted in this channeling, because it's almost like the Divine Feminine gave so much to the Divine Masculine. Like she gave him her all, everything. And the denial of love or the refusal of love for whatever reasons. I mean, we have been very considerate to the Divine Masculine collective so far, but I felt that, the specific channeling that I'm doing, that in this case also, it was like the divine feminine is beautiful, she's pretty, she's very talented, and most importantly, she has been like his best friend, like very close to him, would always uplift him, would always say nice things to him, would always, be there for him. So, she was always there, and always there also to make him laugh, because it's not been easy for the DM also. I mean, he had his own situations like age difference, or he had his own previous relationships that did not work out for him, where he had also put in a lot of effort or a lot of love. Or it's like, with the karmics or with the false twins also, he also had that. He was really maligned to a core, to a way that, he felt very dejected. And suddenly when, things worked out between him and the DF, he felt that it was too early to commit or too early to say anything. And how can, he wanted to be friends with her. So a lot of you actually have mentioned that my DM just wants to be friends with me, even though he shows all the signs that he's so interested, he's so possessive for me, he's always calling me, he's always, asking about small little things also. But when I talk to him about what you feel for me, and where is love, and show me some sign and do something for me, then he would always say, okay, we are friends, let's just be friends for a while. So in my opinion, and this is my advice also, if that situation is happening with you also, then just don't chase that person, just don't go after that person, just let that person be. And I feel that here the channeling, the energy is such that the divine feminine was also like, I'm just going to focus on myself now. Enough of this bullshit, enough of this nonsense. My behavior, like she started thinking that my behavior is also so embarrassing, because if someone is not willing to, give me commitment, or, tell others publicly or on social media or wherever, in front of his friends or family or work or peers, or he's just not willing to show that he loves me and I'm the one who's going after him, then, she starts feeling very embarrassed. So she maintains a distance from him, not in a way that she wants to get equal with him, but she's just not in the mood to talk to him or to go after him. And because he kept telling her, give me space, I don't have time, like, where is the time to meet, where is the time to go for dates, and where is the time to do this and do that? Okay, you're here, right? So we can hang out, we are hanging out, so why do you want a special thing? Why do you want to put a label? Or why I cannot do this, it's too difficult for me. Or he would just pick up a fight. So this had a toll on her, took a toll on her. And then there were other karmics around her when she moved out from him, because she had no option. Let's understand that in this case, that there was no option. He cut her out in such a mean way. From her perspective, it was mean, but from his perspective, it was getting too much love, overburdened he felt. So he just said to her that I need some time, and please just don't, call me or message me or bother me, or don't show up at my house. Don't just show up at my door just like that, And she felt like, okay, if I'm all by myself, if I'm sad. So basically from her perspective, she thought that it's his responsibility to keep her happy. But with time, she understands with the separation phase that that's not anyone's responsibility. So she starts taking care of herself, her health, her fitness, her looks, her appearance. Those are just bodily things that basically follow, that they are like follow-up, But actually she starts taking care of her inner peace, her inner contentment, her work, her thoughts, her likings, her dislikings, and away from him. Like without him, who is she? What is her personality? And what was she doing before she met him? Obviously, she was living a life before meeting the divine masculine as well. So why is it bothering her so much, she feels? So all of these things happen, and then what I see that he is a changed man. He's a completely changed person, because he starts, understanding her value. He starts finding her very attractive, in a sexual attractive way. Earlier, he was attracted to her, but it was more of okay, she's a good friend of mine and I like her and she's a nice girl, but I'm not too sure if I want to commit to her. If I get into the relationship with her, it could be too intense. She's so over dramatic, or she's so emotional, she's so oversensitive. Though she's very nice, he would compliment her like anything. He would just, protect her like anything. But whenever it would come to getting close to her, he would feel she's so emotional. And she wants me so badly. Like, so he starts feeling that he's on a pedestal. He's like a Prince Charming who's so amazing. But when she leaves him, reality bites, He starts noticing that he's not getting as much attention from anyone else, or he's not even enjoying the attention. He did connect with some old exes, or he just, not like in a sexual way or in a intimate way, but just talking to them. And he just felt that no one is his cup of tea. And then he started missing her. And now when he started missing her, have been shown she was with some karmic. And, the karmic was completely like into her. And in all ways, he would give her that public commitment or that public affection. Not commitment, because you know how it is with the karmics, but that affection. He was totally there for her. He probably had his own, needs, or he had his own motive or desire, or in Hindi we have the word called faida, which means profit, which means benefit. But whatever he had in his mind, he was completely showering her with affection, attention, everything, whatever she wanted or whatever she didn't get from the DM. And the DM saw it, and the DM was like, oh my God, what is this happening? And then he understood that no, she's not into him, she's only into me. But what is she doing with him? Like, I should get her back. And then, he did his own research, he did his own finding. So this is like a movie. Actually, it looks like a rom-com, but it's not a rom-com, it's a romantic, actually opposite of romantic, because there's so much pain. That pain is obviously in the past, so it's not that visible now. But when she was going through pain, it was very difficult for her. And when he was going through the phase of separation, when she was a runner or when she was avoiding him, then he went through his share of pain. But when they got together, so after all of this, they finally got together. And he told her that this is my reason of running away from you. This was my reason. I'm ready now. I really want to be with you. So why don't you just, forget about everything? And then she is in that mood. Okay, she is with him, she is hanging out with him, but she's like, I'm not fully ready. I'm not fully ready. But this channeling is more about the DM's changed behavior, so I'm not gonna go into what she is doing, because what I can see is that she's not fully ready. It's like she is probably 70% yes, but 30% she's not showing it, because she felt bad about whatever happened. And I know in future they can reconcile, but he is definitely a changed man, and he is the one now who is going after her. He's calling her, he's picking her up, he's the one who's showing up at her workplace with flowers, or he's just saying that, what, I'm just waiting for you after work, what are you doing? He's very cute and he's very nice, and he is telling her, not directly with words, but by a lot of his behavior. So maybe this 30% not ready could be because he's not going out there and saying, hey, you know what, I love you, just don't do this. But he's like, these were my reasons, that's why I was running away from you, and I was, feeling like this or feeling like that, but let's just hang out, let's just be together. Okay, I'm sorry for not hanging out with you or not being there with you. I don't want to do this friendship thing, and I hope you're not dating anyone. And what was your thing with that guy? I saw your pictures with him, I saw your videos with him, you and him in a party and this, that. He's just sort of questioning her in a very, not in a very scary way, like how obsessive lovers do it, but like, what's your deal? Are you with him? Are you dating him? But she can clearly see that he is possessive, and he did not like it. So she's also enjoying the attention, and she's very confident, but she's a different person. I personally feel that it is a classic case of mirroring, because she's a changed woman, so he's a changed man. She's not all about him now. It's not like she has put him on the pedestal and she's praying to him like as if he's a god and he's like a godlike figure, impossible to achieve. She's not doing that anymore. She found it very immature and very childish. So when this whole transition and transformation phase came in her life, she also became a completely different person. Her looks have changed drastically. Her way of talking to him, maybe to others she is different, but towards him, because this is a natural progression, I feel. So now, there is one more thing that I feel in this channeling, this energy, that though she's pretending that she's like into herself and she's, a diva, she's a diva material, and she's worked so hard on her transformation, and it's all for her, she still has her eyes on him. Like, it's not like, but she's not, openly doing it like how she used to. She's like in a subtle way, in a very, smart way. She'll have a look at him doing all the things, and without pretending to get impressed, she'll be like, yeah, okay, get back to whatever she's doing. But she is totally like, but not showing it to him, like, because, earlier it was so bad for her that now she has learned it. But even though she's pretending that, I'm not fully ready, and I'm also like, I need some time now, I need some space, I cannot just, after whatever we went through, I cannot just clearly say this or say that. She is saying that, but her, you can say from the corner of her eyes, she's checking him out, like, what is he doing? Is he looking at me only? Okay, he is. Okay, fine, whatever, like that. He is also saying that, okay, I know that you have changed. I mean, what he is saying is that I always liked you, and there's no doubt in my mind, and even you knew it. So even though you said that I did not hang out with you, or I did not commit to you, or I wasn't there for you, I was fully there for you. The only thing is that you two were a different person back then, and I was also a different person. Even he has changed. As I said, the title itself is Divine Masculine is a Changed Man. So he knows, he realizes that even I have changed a lot. We are not the same people that we were 2 years back. Now we have changed so much. Like, look at me and look at her. He's also gone through fitness and health transformation. He's also eating food. He's very smart with what he eats. He's also feeling that he's on his mission where he's more focused on doing good. He was like that, but in between, after separation, now he's completely into her. So even he is feeling, so what I see is 70%, 70% is a very high percentage actually. He is a very changed man, and now next 30% is where he will also become a bit more like, okay, I'm also not gonna chase her, and she's also gonna understand that, even if he runs after me, I won't like it either. So now she can see what she was doing and what he's doing now. The role reversal is there. But at the same time, both of them have transformed. Both of them have become different people, different, there's so much change in them. And change doesn't mean that who they were, it's completely gone. Their original personalities are now coming out even better. Now, the reason why the DF is not feeling completely ready is because the Divine Masculine is still asking her to, be the same girl that she used to be. Like, he's asking her that, okay, if you love someone, so he's directly not saying that, okay, that guy is not your boyfriend, so who is your boyfriend? Like, who do you want to date? Like, okay, who is it that you talk to? So he knows it's him, of course, but the thing is that he is there, but he's still asking her to do more confession or to do, and she's like, dude, I've already done everything like I could possibly from my side, but at that time you were like, don't call me, don't message me, don't say this, don't say that. So, and this again, she's not saying it verbally, but she has gone through it. So she's like, I don't even understand why is he even thinking that I should now make a confession, because I made the confessions. I said to him, I said to my family, I said to my friends, I told everyone that he's the one. I took him to parties, I took him, wherever. Like, even if you're not a party person, maybe you shared some photographs or something, I did like everything for him. Now, still he wants me to tell him that I feel for you or I love you. No, I can't do that anymore. She's saying this to herself. So she has that attitude. That's why I said there's a little bit of tinge of revenge, but it's not complete revenge. It's more like I had a bad experience, now I don't want to have it again. And he needs to realize that too. That yes, she has already done it. Now why am I asking her? Like, I feel that though he's a changed man, but he needs to change even more, 30%, then it will become very spontaneous. Then this game won't be played. So it's more like though he's a changed man, but he needs to change a bit more, because then it will become very spontaneous. It will not be like this dialogue that you say it first, or should I say it first, or why don't you say it? Okay, tell me. So I also feel that there is some kind of jealousy also that has, like the envy he felt towards the karmic. Or if in some people, like if the karmic was not involved, then it's just plain simple words that she's completely aloof now. She's detached so much from him that he's now wondering, is it because she was with someone? Is it because she has someone in her mind? Is it because she is not really interested in me and now she's interested in a different type of a guy? But at the same time, she has this very strong confidence that he belongs to her and she belongs to him. So she is very sort of free about this notion now. Because, when the transformation happens and when you see a person who was avoiding you, not taking your calls, not replying to your messages, come back to you. Like, though he's not put a ring on her finger, or though he's not said marry me, but still this is a big change, from a person who was like this, such a different person. Now he's planning meetings, now he's spending time and money and efforts on her. Now he's like, okay, forget about the past. Like, I was so stupid at that time. I regret all of that. I don't talk about it. He's like, don't even talk about it. Why are you talking about it? What's there in that? So she could be looking for a justification or a clarification, or but he's like, so she can see that even if this has happened, like imagine you're blocked by someone on their phone and now the same person is like calling you again or wanting to see you or making video calls. So even though you still haven't, in your head, you still feel that, okay, I have not still reached my destination. But even though when you see this, that also gives you a very big, high level of confidence, and you feel like faith really works. Like I had faith from no communication to, being in talking terms also. Like there could have been a time. And I'm saying this for all of those divine feminines who are in communication now and who have been also writing to me and telling me about it. So imagine a time when you were blocked and no one was talking and you felt so bad about your existence, your presence. And now cut to, few months, a few years, 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, whatever it is for you. You see that this person is not only like unblocked me, but he's added me everywhere. He's following me everywhere. He's like calling me regularly. He's like every day he's sending me messages. So that shows the divine feminine also, that there is supreme being, there is source, and source will only work for you if you have that faith and if you let it go. You have to release your twin. If you don't release your twin, it's not like you're leaving the twin, you're forgetting about the twin. It's like you're releasing that person so that you focus on your own self, on your own growth, and also on increasing your peace and contentment, because the twin flame journey is designed specifically in such a way that all the divine feminines and all the divine masculines learn to live happily without each other, individually, independently. And once they do that, then they realize that, okay, I think I should spontaneously, they'll be drawn to each other. It's not like you have to make efforts. Now, one more thing I want to add, that there is a difference in the body language of the divine masculine, the tone, and there are many things that have changed, of course. Why body language is because, why I bring in sexuality, though I keep saying that love and sex are two different things, completely different things. They have no connection with one another. But true love is such a thing that, when you love a man, because this journey is more about coming into balance and coming into a realization that a man and a woman have specific roles. The man has to come to the woman, the man has to propose, the man has to do all of that, not the woman, not the other way around. So this body language there's a big change in the body language. Earlier, she was always trying to get close to him, not in a horny way, but in a way that, I want to be with him, I want to get close to him. So that he liked it, he liked the attention, obviously he loved it, but he felt like, I don't want to do this, or, when she would get closer or they would have fights. So now he understands why she used to fight, because she also wanted to hear something more. Like, tell me what you feel. So all of that, now I'm talking about all of these things. Why I said in the very beginning, I spoke about ego. Ego and self-respect have to be in balance. The divine feminine cannot be a doormat. The divine feminine needs to develop self-value for herself. Only then the masculine will see the value. So he has changed because she has changed, and she's reflecting. Now he's reflecting the same energy. And he understands that, he did disrespect her, but it's not like he wants to blame her for it. And she also wants to not blame him completely, but she also feels that even I was wrong, So now she doesn't want to do that. All of this running, chasing, they're both done with it. They want to end it ASAP, like this whole dynamic. So this is a phase of harmonization. This is a phase of surrender. This is the phase of, and from here it should only get more positive. Even if there are some creases, they can be ironed out. So this is where the channeling ends. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.